share something with you. I have this vision. And I really would like to share it with you today. It's a really clear vision of a bold, bright, blue, fun eyeshadow look that's perfect for the summer. I'm so excited to do it. I'm going to be using the Pretty Birdie eyeshadow palette from Pretty Vulgar Cosmetics. They're a new company at Sephora. I'm really excited to show you how it works. I've used the palette one other time and loved the way it looked. Check that out on my Instagram. Plug for myself. Yeah, check out the pictures on Instagram of the look I did with the Pretty Birdie palette. But I want to change it up and do something so blue you'll feel like you're looking right into the ocean. I want this look to be so loud that you can hear it countries, oceans away. That's how loud this is going to be. So if you're into that kind of stuff and you want to play around with bolder colors, this is the video for you. I'm just going to show you how. Alright, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Check out my Facebook page. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to it. We've got some gold going on over here. Trust me, if you like this video, there will be so many more like this. If you didn't like this video, there will also be different types of videos. There is an opportunity for you somewhere on my channel, I promise. I promise. That's my promise. If you have ideas for me, please let me know, and I will execute them to the best of my abilities. Something I'm working on, sound quality. I know that's rough right now, but we'll get past it. I will figure out how to reduce the background noise. Until then, I'm going to be doing this as a voiceover video. It's pretty new for me, so we'll see how that goes. Let me know if that's better or worse. Give me some feedback. Yeah. Alright, let's jump right into the video. Before we even start with what I'm holding up, I've primed off camera with the Skyn Ink Vitamin A and Hyaluronic Acid Serums. What I'm doing here is putting on the Skyn Iceland Hydra Cool Firming Gels. These things are depuffing legends. They work best for me after putting them in the fridge overnight, and they work pretty well as shadow shields too. But when you use them as shadow shields, you have to be aware that you're only supposed to wear them for about 10 minutes, and so they do dry out after a while, and they can feel a little bit uncomfortable, but if you can handle it, it's not like excruciating pain or anything, but they catch any fallout, and they work really well to keep precise lines with your eyeshadow. So if you're interested in trying that out, go for it. Now I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape in Tan to prime my eyes, and I'm just putting that all over my eyelid, and I'm carving out my brow bone as I'm putting on this concealer. And then I'm going to take the shade Levitation from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette to just set the base and make sure that the concealer doesn't move anywhere. The reason I use powder to set my liquid concealer when I'm priming my eyes is because when using powder eyeshadow, it blends out better with other powders and it creates less harsh lines because the powder eyeshadow isn't sticking to just liquid concealer, it's blending out together with another powder. I did my brows off camera, but I used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Chocolate. On to the eyeshadow. So continuing to use the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D, I used the shades Somber and Shadow Play on a 203 blending brush by Real Techniques in their Bold Metals collection, and I really took my time to blend out the colors into my crease and really make it a soft, smooth transition from the brow bone to the lid, because that'll really come into play when we add colors with the Pretty Vulgar Pretty Birdie eyeshadow palette. So with a Morphe M321 and the color Ego, I highlighted my brow bone and my inner corner. Ego is like a gold tone glitter shade. I like it a lot. You'll see it in my inner corner. It's a lot brighter there than it is on my brow bone, but I do go over it again after I put on the rest of my eyeshadow. I use the dual-ended brush that comes with the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I use the fluffier side, like the blending side, to put the color Nevermore from the Pretty Birdie palette right where I wanted it in the crease. I just used this brush to place the color, and then I went back in with the Real Techniques Bold Metals brush to blend it out. And really take your time when you're doing that and make sure that the color is diffused properly and it doesn't look like there are harsh lines, especially when you're working with dark colors like this. You run the risk of making it look very choppy and have harsh edges, so it's really important to blend out to the best of your ability. I put the Tarte Shape Tape on my lid with a flat brush just so I could clean up where the Nevermore shade went down a little too far, and this also serves as a base for the glitter shadow I'm about to put on top on my lid and the outer corner. I tend to use my finger when I use shimmer shades like this as the focal point of a look, so I just took my pointer finger and the color Wing It, that's that dark blue color, and I put it on the outer corner of my eyes. I use the shade Wing It as kind of a transition from the color Nevermore into the color Fancy, which I'm putting on the center of my lid, and I'm working it basically on the whole lid because that is the central color and I wanted it to be a really bright look, and that's what I got, and I'm very, very happy with the way this part turned. After blending out any harsh edges, I went back in the Nevermore color on that Bold Metals brush itself, and I put it right where the shadow shield meets the edge of the eyeshadow just to define the look a little bit. Okay, off go the shadow shield cooling gels. And then we're gonna head on over to face makeup. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Caramel with the Sonia Kashuk foundation brush that I got at Target. We're back with the Tarte Shape Tape in Tan, but this time featuring an e.l.f. stippling brush. This awesome brush is the Real Techniques Bold Metals Collection 301 brush, a flat contour brush that works so well with Shadow Play and Subconscious, two of the contour shades in the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, which is what I'm using right here. I also contoured my nose with the same brush and contour colors. Now I'm taking the Eco Tools blush brush and the Tarte blush in Party, and I'm just putting that on the apples of my cheeks. I took the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Rose Gold on that IT Cosmetics fan brush and just highlighted the tops of my cheeks, down my nose, and my cupid's bow. Starting on the outer corner, I put the color Nevermore, and then I worked my way through the color Wing It, and then the color Fancy, all on my lower lash line, on my lower lash line before I put on mascara. With my Evercolor Waterproof Eyeliner in Royal Plum by Mally Beauty, I'm going to line my waterline with this purple color and open up the eye in a way that eyeshadow cannot. I used the Lancōme Mascara Primer, the Pixi by Petra Lower Lash Mascara, and Too Faced Better Than Sex. And finally, I'm using the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in Driver's Seat. And this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. If you liked the look as much as I did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram for more content. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you next time.